Welcome back to... it's Redshift. Oh, Redshift. You are a very special map. You have a gold base that can be shot over by roaches and ravagers and marines and all those things. You have weird pathing in the middle. And now, you have two of the top Zerg players in the world playing on you. So I'm actually pretty excited to see how this turns out. It's a Zerg versus Zerg on Redshift. This was from the Kung Fu Cup number 5, casted by Wardy and hosted. So we'll have to see. It's Dark versus Rogue from the Rogue One clan. I just picked this randomly out of the pack. I just wanted a game on Redshift. I have no idea how to play ZVZ. Okay, I guess we're both just taking the gold base first. Any analysis I'm gonna try to do, any thought process or predictions are pretty much gonna go out the window, because this is not gonna play anything like a normal ZVZ. If it does, I'd be very surprised, because both players are gonna have access to a gold base on a base that is vulnerable, but only kind of. And now another interesting part of it, the gold base has some mineral patches, the half patches. On a normal base in StarCraft, half the patches have full minerals, 1,500 minerals to start. The other half start with less, 900 minerals, so they mine out quicker. And gold bases mine out even quicker. These minerals create a wall. They create a wall that units cannot get through, Zerglings, but units can shoot over. But when these patches mine out, there is no longer a wall because there's no minerals left, and units can get through into your base. So then you have to ask the question, like, do I actually want to mine this out completely? Do I want my opponent to be able to get through into my base? Very confusing questions without easy answers. I'm excited to see. It looks like neither player, and this is what happens a lot. ZVZ, you get overlords in. You get overlords in very quickly, and especially on a map that's laid out like this, the air distance is very close. Both players have nearly full vision. They saw their opponent was going hatch first at the gold. They both have vision of a third base on the outside on the white sands as well. So it's really hard to pull something on either of these players. You can't really just build up Zerglings and sneak them out, because even then, they're going to have vision of it in a timely manner, and they can even look at things like drone counts in order to tell, like, you should have more drones on this base. Why don't you? That money's going somewhere. But speaking of making a bunch of links, Rogue with 18 on the way. Dark, on the other hand, opting for more drones. They both have a baneling nest, so Dark going to be the defender early on. That is a lot of lings, but Dark, how many lings does he have? It's going to be 4 Banes, a couple Queens. Rogue shouldn't be able to break through, but he's not droning behind. He's doubling down on this. He's got an evolution chamber on the way, but he's down 10 drones. He needs to do some damage in order to justify this. He's starting to make drones himself, trying to slip by, goes for the drones, couple Banelings of his own. A little bit of fancy footwork there on the Zerglings. Playing it fast and loose with the Banes. Gets one, kills a drone. But Dark has 3 Queens, several Banes. There's just no realistic way for Rogue to make through if Dark doesn't make a big mistake. He's trying to bait out some singular Baneling hit. Whoa, 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 whoa! What? What? No, 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 we're going back. Wait, does that work? Welcome to Redshift. He manually detonates the Banelings, killing the drones over the other side of the minerals. And that's going to even out the worker count. Dark will be... Oh. Not gonna be able to get the scout, but does use one Bane. That is... I mean, I didn't even think... Wait, what's happening here? Now what do you do? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, this is spot... Oh! The proxy war begins! Okay, the queen can hit it. Rogue just taking advantage of these opportunities. Another set of Banes come in. Will Dark pull away? He gets only 2 drones with this one. The splash damage doesn't reach that far. A few more Banes being triggered at the front. Rogue has taken the worker lead. This spine crawler ain't gonna happen. Well, Rogue doesn't cancel it. He's not that worried about it. This is, well, Rogue really playing to the map while Dark is holding on. He's got a comfortable worker count. His lair's gonna be quicker. His roach speed's gonna be quicker. He's defended against this early pressure. How many minerals? We actually have to check how many minerals are left in these golden patches. Because when they're gone, Zerglings and Banelings and even roaches can run through on both sides. So that opens up an entirely new attack path. Dark gonna go for the more defensive option. And by that I mean, he's got the roach speed quicker, which means he's gonna have map control to an extent with his roaches. If he can take enough of it, and Rogue is baited into just making a ton of roaches, then Mutas can suddenly swing in and kill a ton of drones, kill the roaches themselves, any Ravagers, things like that. So it looks like Dark gonna try to do that 1-2 punch with the tech. Will Rogue be making a Spire of his own? If he doesn't in the next few seconds, he won't really have the opportunity to. He's taking a 4th. He's taking a macro hatch as well. Dark is taking another hatchery, but he's not sticking his neck out too far. +2 ranged attack on the way for Rogue. +1 just finished up for Dark. A Hydralisk Den. Did he get a scout of the Spire? Wait. What died in here? Yes, an Overseer came in. I'm reasonably sure that's what it was. An Overseer came in and scouted the Spire. The Roach is heading towards... Okay, wait a second. Has he mined out of these yet? No, he's not really that close. That means this is going to get weird. As the roaches on the left side can start to harass the drones on these minerals, and the roaches of Dark really can't... You can't attack minerals. What if you could attack minerals with your units and kill them? And kill the minerals. So, the standoff, as they both look at each other over the sides of the fence, try to poke their arms through. But it looks like this schoolyard brawl not gonna be going in Rogue's favor. Dark coming around the right side. The Mutas will pop out. There's already a Lurker done on the way, but no Hydralisks on the field. Rogue, though, with a counterattack on the right side. The Zerglings are targeted onto the base. They're not going to be able to take it down. The +1 roaches drive the Lings away. The Muta's pushing all the roaches and Ravagers back. He knows Rogue's eventually going to have some anti-air, especially indicated by the fact he's pulling back. At the same time, Dark is hitting the base. Rogue forced to pull his drones away from the Golden. Muta's going for some of these Overlords. Queen's helping to push them away. Rogue has a 4th base, whereas on the left side, the Roach Hydra pushing back. There's only 200 minerals. There's 11 minerals left in this patch. He just needs a couple more trips and he'll mine it out, allowing him to escape from within his own base. Rogue losing his Overlords, but this investment in Spire is not a cheap one. That's a lot of minerals and gas he just spent on this. The Roaches and Ravagers actually come through. They slip through the mineral. Both sides have mined out of 1 mineral. Oh, wait! He right-clicked the drones, but he didn't realize he's already mined out. No, the drones died. The pathing changed. He's using, obviously, Apple Maps. Roaches on the right. Zerglings trying to go. Getting some drone kills. 14 drone kills on the other side. Dark pushing through into the gold. Corrosive Boughs will force some of these roaches back. They can both get through to either side, but it's quite a choke point. The Queen's pushing away the Mutalisks. 16 drones have died on either side. Somehow, surprisingly, even 55 to 52 workers. The supply is 197 for Dark to 151 a Rogue. Dark coming in, looking for the kill. Lurkers are on the way. The upgrades +2/+2 on the ground. The Banelings rolling through, but the Lurker burrows, maybe just in time. The Lurkers should be enough to hold on to this for now. There's not enough Mutas to pose a real threat, but Rogue's 4th base is exposed. Ravagers on the left side are going to try to get on top of the gold base again. There's a single Ravager. There's a single Lurker. Oh, I'm getting them all confused. But he doesn't actually get the Corrosive Biles on it. He's going for the drones. Dark's army on the right side. Rogue trying to hold. He's down 60 supply. The Overseers, one will be taken out, but so will the Lurker, and the Roaches and Ravagers can step through the tiny gap in the minerals. The Lurker's still holding on to the right. Dark has 4 bases, but there's a Lurker harassing this mineral line. It killed a few more drones of Dark, but he's still holding strong at 62 versus 54. Dark is slipping through into the base. Rogue down to 2 bases, 134 to 200 supply. There's a few Lurkers on the high ground. Rogue's fortress is starting to fall. The changelings. Dark looking for a way to crack him. He doesn't have a Lurker down of his own. Rogue still over 150. He can take some okay fights. Maybe get a few pickoffs, but Dark is starting to bank up money. He's going to be able to fight, trade, and rebuild, whereas Rogue not going to have that opportunity. He's not even maxed out. He has to take another base. He's mining out of the main. The gold base is gone. The Lurker's going to work over here. Rogue dodges through the front of the corrosive bows. Are there actually too many Ravagers? Rogue eating some hits, but he does pick a few off. Corrosive bows landing on a Lurker, but we'll be able to dodge away. A few more Lurkers out of Rogue as well. On the other side, Dark not building a Hydra den, not building an infestation pit, not teching up. He's just continuing on the Roaches. He's trying to break through. Lurker's gonna be harassed. This is happening. Gotta be careful not to shoot his own Lurkers with corrosive bow. Does he have any Hydras left? In an awkward exchange, Rogue actually doesn't have any Hydras left. He only has Lurkers, and Lurkers do not shoot up. Dark is trying to break through. More Lurkers are coming up. On the left side, trying to break. Oh no! The Lurker's shredding the Roaches! A great trade there for Rogue. What happened to the Mutas? They're still intact, but 3 Mutas don't kill anything fast. Roaches on the right side, some being shut down. This base looks like it will fall. Still going through the mineral gap here. I would not try that. A handful of Hydras being produced for Rogue. He's closed the supply gap. Dark not really, even though he had the lead, didn't really have the tech to break through the Lurker lines. It looks like he's still trying it now. Well, actually, that's Rogue going for Tunneling Claws, and Burrow as well. The Burrow move Roaches. Some Roaches cutting off over here. I'm not sure who wins this. He can target down almost everything. More Roaches coming up, but the 2 expensive Ravagers, the fight escalates. Forces from both sides, but without the Lurkers to reinforce, Dark just has overwhelming forces on the ground. Dark continues to maintain that maxed out supply. Just now getting Hydra's a Lurker den. Those basic Hydra upgrades. He can't break through as Rogue holds on. Changelings being... Oh, he finally gets it. The Lurkers have to reposition. There's still those 3 Mutas being annoying, but not deadly. Dark has finally gone back to mining from his gold base. It's 59 to 61 workers in favor of Rogue, who's actually going to be able to max out. Rogue. A scouting Roach will see this coming out. The Mutas will fly northwards. Ideally force some Hydras out of position. The Burrow move Roaches. They're tunneling through. The Overseer too far ahead. There's only a single Lurker. Pounced upon. 3 more Lurkers coming up. He doesn't want to fight that from the high ground. Throws a few corrosive biles. This. Oh, this is a big play out of Rogue. Wait a second. The Lurkers are on both sides. Dark is trying to break through. He's all the way into the main. The Lurkers are taken out. Does he have the supply on the top of the ramp? The Roaches on the other side of the map going for the 3rd. The main base is being gutted. The Lurkers stuck on the low ground. The concave favors Dark on the high one. The Roaches cutting off the bases. Dark not going to have much economy if he loses these 2 outside bases, but if Rogue loses his main, he loses all his tech. He just simply can't build units at all. 4 more Lurkers will burrow. There are no Overseers. He can't see these. And Rogue's counterattack still doing damage. The Muta's almost enough to kill this hatchery, but the Queens finally come down to deal with it. Dark making some very forward Lurkers of his own. The Roaches come in. The reinforcements trying to deal with them. It looks like eventually they'll be able to clear them up. But Rogue has taken out, it looks like 2 bases will be the total. Dark able to escape with a lot of his drones in the bottom right corner. Roach is coming down. The drones not going to be able to mine from here. So this leaves us in a weird scenario where Rogue still has pretty healthy mining, but he doesn't have the units. The Lurkers come up, but Lurkers counter Lurkers pretty well. Does either side have detection? It looks like Dark is here with Overseers of his own, trying to break through into the main. What other tech? There is the lair, the spawning pool. Those can be rebuilt. The Lurker Den and the Hydralisk Den are on the low ground. A few unlucky Hydras being caught in an awkward position. More Lurkers being sliced apart. Brew move Roaches towards the other side. The Tunneling Claws giving him that ability to move underneath the Army of Dark. Rogue playing a very scrappy game throughout this. Tunneling Claws in pretty much every single base. There's almost no units at home. Rogue continues to pick at all the important bases, but Dark breaking through the main army with Lurkers thrusting into the front. Roaches and Hydras on the right side, uncontested. There are no Lurkers to deal with this. 5 Hydras not going to make the difference. Does the brute force of Dark, does he have enough to just simply break through? Roaches going for the tech, going for the drones. 15 have gone down so far. 40 workers to 50. Roach Hydra continues to work on this. He does have the Overseers for detection. Dark has taken out the main. There are Lurkers standing guard just barely. The 4th base of Rogue, I guess we could call it a 4th base, in the top right side has been taken out. Rogue continues to work on the drones. Rogue down to 30 drones. Dark dropping from 40. The standoff continues. Corrosive Bowels almost killing one of these Lurkers. There's detection on either side, but you can't really get ahead. Oh, this is going to be really awkward. Almost enough. He's trying to break through. That's still 3 Lurkers there. He will be able to kill it, but we have to ask ourselves, at what cost? Rogue finally going to be cleaned up on the other side, but the worker count somehow is even. Rogue jumping on the army, the only army he can really dismantle right now. There's a single Lurker underneath. He gets rid of it. The Roaches and Ravagers as well. A single Roach will go home and tell a very sad story. Somehow 120 to 100 supply. Neither player really mining very many minerals. The gold base is almost entirely mined out. The Tunneling Claws, Roaches, the backstabs have weakened Dark, but he maintains 20 plus more army supply. 2 Vipers. Dark made it to Hive. Nobody noticed, but Dark made it to Hive. Does he have the... He does not have the Speed Burrow Lurkers. In fact, does he have a Lurker Den? He still does. He could get the Digging Claws, the Adaptive Talons. But is that going to matter? Because he only has 4 Lurkers, so... The Vipers can either use Blinding Cloud to keep those ranged units from doing damage underneath the cloud, or to pull the Lurkers out of the ground and towards him. A few more Roaches sharking through. Rogue decides he has to move out. Adaptive Talon's on the way for Dark. He is choosing that tech tree. And everything's kind of calmed down because both players have lost so much. Now, this is awkward. Will Rogue pop up? He's waiting, it seems, until the base is finished. Or he sees... Wait, did Dark notice, or is this just incidental? Oh, surprise! The Roaches pop up, but so do the Lurkers at the same time. He tries to escape. Looks like these ones will finally be hunted down and killed. Rogue moving forward with his Lurkers. Where's he? Where are you going? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, you can't put them on your own. On their own. Rogue getting a little crazy here, but he knows the army's a little out of position. Whoa, whoa, whoa! If he loses those Lurkers, he loses the game. 2 Vipers. Oh, he pulls the Lurkers out. 1, 2. He's got more that came from half of Rogue's Lurkers pulled out. See, eventually I was correct. What a game. Still, 35 drones. Very low economies now. Every unit matters. Those Vipers trying to find some more energy, but Rogue has outmaneuvered Dark. He's cut him off from his own base. He's able to burrow his Lurkers. Dark has way more Lurkers, though. Is the defender's advantage that Rogue had by burrowing earlier here still more Lurkers to the northern flank? Is there detection for both sides? Another Overseer coming up for Dark. More Lurkers as well. Spines going every which way. It looks like Dark has a decisive victory, but it was at a heavy cost. Rogue within 20 supplies still. 9 lurkers to 1. A single lurker escapes. But some more roaches are gonna force Dark back. He has to bring some of... Well, I guess he's just giving this all up. The roach weren't being targeted now. That's a changeling, okay. Rogue up a few workers here. He's retaken that top right base. A handful of roaches, but once again, as has been true throughout most of this game, Dark's army is stronger, but Rogue keeps outmaneuvering him. Another lurker gonna be picked off. A lot of these not at full HP either, within a corrosive bile or 1 or 2 lurker spines, and they can go down. The roaches just move right by. Is he gonna try to micro against these lurkers? Indeed he will. 1, 2 go down, a single one is left.
Yes.
Roaches working their way down.
Thank
you.
After 3 years lurking, I got my own predatory.
Much like burrowed roaches. There was a burrow/lurking joke there. I could have made a better joke because they're lurkers. But anyways, the Viper's moving forward. Rogue actually ahead on supply. He took out those lurkers. He cut off the reinforcements. Dark has no mining. Rogue just needs to break this. There's still 2 Vipers. It's 5 lurkers to 0. Oh, but it's going to be so difficult to actually break it. He gets on top of the lurkers, 1 taken down. Blinding clouds are used to protect his final lurker in the back line. He needs to do damage with this. The roaches, the reinforcements actually not enough to take out the roaches. He targets down individual hydras and then re-burrows, healing those roaches up. The Vipers, he has 2 more blinding clouds to work with. The drones come off the line. It's everything he has. Are the clouds enough? No, a lurker goes down. Rogue closes on the army. He's moved around Dark the entire game, and finally he's taken a decisive lead. Dark couldn't capitalize on the better tech, the better army supply. He was always trying to brute force his way through the front, or, well, through the back is what the... Okay, it was a changeling. But... Rogue's continuous backstabs and just barely holding on at home have paid off. And what is there now? There's a handful of lurkers. These roaches they can't be contested quite yet. It's just a bunch of roaches. There's 1 muta on the way. He's abducting roaches. This is the world we live in. There will be no more Vipers. He's letting the roaches kill his hive because well, there's really no choice. He's making 1 mutalisk. Roaches do not counter mutas. But mutas, at the same time, not a great counter to roaches either. So, 1 mutalisk. The lurker den will be taken down. A single additional lurker built by Dark. He is mining. He has 23 drones. Another roach warren will be killed. I believe that's going to be 2 roach warrens this game. Roach is working over to the right side. He's going to need something to defend. He's got the digging claws lurkers, but... Get him, muta! Another muta being built! The real MVP! But Rogue has mining. He could just build hydras. Yeah! 1 roach goes down. Rogue on top of all of this. The blinding clouds are used. He dove on one of the lurkers, took a lot of damage. But Rogue will reburrow, trying to drain the last of these gold minerals. Amusingly enough, Rogue didn't even really get a chance to mine them out. Oh, diving on the lurker. Oh my god. Lurker slicing through the roaches. There's still 2 mutas, 2 vipers, 2 lurkers, and 2 roaches. That's it. Well, that make that 1 muta. Rogue gonna kill another base. Dark refuses to tap out. He says it's not over yet. Not while I have 2 lurkers and 2 vipers to my name. He's going for the dive. The blinding clouds are gonna have to be impeccable. I'm not entirely sure what he can do. Wait, there's no detection for Rogue! He has no detection! He's diving on He didn't bring an overseer! I mean, Dark now has no mining. But Rogue forgot to bring an Overseer, and the Lurkers sliced through a lot. I mean, the army supply, he still has 2 Lurkers and 2 Vipers. He's pushing. Rogue! Wait! No. Rogue forgot to bring detection. He couldn't build an Overseer because he lost his lair a while ago, and he never rebuilt it. This entire time he's been working without detection, or whatever Overseers he had. So it wasn't that he forgot, it's that he couldn't build it. He doesn't even have a spawning pool. His other one bled out. So the Lurkers... Wait. Dark taps out. We gotta go back. Wait, we gotta... Did he lose his Lurkers? What happened here? Was he just... Dark, you had a dream! Dark! I guess with a few Ravagers he can target him down. He sees the Roach Ravager count, he says, "The dream is dead." Because Rogue still had mining, and Ravagers can hit Lurkers with Corrosive Bile even when they're burrowed. But what a game. 25 minutes, but it felt like an hour. In a good way. Rogue wins. After, okay, we're just... 3, Dark lost 3 Roach Warrens, Rogue lost 1. Rogue lost 2 spawning pools, and 6 both players lost 6 hatcheries. 75, 101 drones, dozens of... They both lost exactly 140 roaches. 140. What? So many buildings and units lost on both sides. You never know. GG.
Let the silhouette cast upon your heart, turning every little moment into scars. Baby, it's our chance to make a start.
Thank you, Rain and Pals, for $37.75 as well. Thank you for your monthly payment. Congratulations on your own credit card. Should we do any more casting?